Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am Warden Bloodworth. As you can see, I'm going to be talking about Mothership, and the game master in Mothership is called a Warden. So Mothership is a sci-fi horror RPG, and I am going to be doing the core set box opening here today. So this is a game that I've actually been waiting for quite some time. It was initially supposed to be had shipped out back on November of 2022. So it is very late, and it's something that I started to really begin to prod them about 6 to 8 months ago. I was like, wow, this thing is really taking a long time, and but it has finally come, and it's time to do the box opening and take a look at it. My biggest fear about this game and how long it really did take for it to come out was that a year and a half ago or a year ago, people were really waiting for this thing to come out. We were really excited about it, and there was a really good opportunity to start seeing this rolling out in convention play this past year. So they kind of missed that boat, and I'm not sure that it's going to have the same oomph behind it that it would have had if it did come out on time. Because now it's up under competition with things like Dune is out there now, and even though they're slightly different genres or themes to them. But Dune is out there. Alien RPG is still rolling out some new stuff from Free League, and now you have Fallout that's coming out, and is going to start seeing a big uptick in interest in seeing that game being run. Shadow Dark has come out, and I'm already seeing that, and I've been running that. But I'm seeing that at conventions as well. So this is, Mothership really did miss the boat on that release window that they did have. But we'll see. We'll see if it can actually bounce back for the remainder of 2024, and maybe it will become something that we see, as I call it, in the wild, beginning in late 2024, early 2025. But all of that set aside, let's start doing the box opening. So here we go. I do like the size of it, so it's a nice compact size, will fit on the shelf very well. The box itself is, very sturdy. I mean, this is a pretty hefty box. Now, in the box that it came in with this pamphlet that was loose inside, and this, I believe, might be just some. It's either a real quick view over some of the rules or whatever, or it might even be errata. I haven't really dug too far into what exactly this is. It came with a patch. All right, so that's a pretty cool thing. I like the fact that these on a spaceship kind of things, you would expect to get patches like this. I mean, this is something that Star Frontiers didn't have, but would certainly have benefited from. I know that the Facebook group eventually produced patches for Star Frontiers as well. But Aliens RPG should have patches if they don't already. But this is a nice touch. A set of dice. All right, and I like the color combination actually. Black and yellow. It sounds like it's very, very simple, but it kind of matches the theme of the game. Now these are stands for the figures. There's a Mothership companion character creator and dice roll. So I'm definitely going to check this out. And there's a scan code, so you'll just scan it and it'll go onto your device. What I'll do is I will, I will do that. I'll see if that you can use this on, you could use it on Google Play and Apple Store. I'm not sure if it's compatible with a computer or not. Sometimes they're not, but we'll see. Now I'm getting into the actual content of the game itself, and so on the very top there is on the very top, I'm sorry, I'm sorting around with this stuff in my hands here. On the very top, and they're not working well, my hands that is, there's a screen. So this is the Warden's screen. It's pretty small type print. I would have preferred it to be a larger font and a little bit higher, taller. That would have had to change the entire box dimension, but yeah, I see why they do it. But with my aging eyes, the type font is kind of small, so you'd end up looking at this. What I'd rather do is I'd rather get this, and I'm sure that there's a PDF for it as well. I'd rather get this and expand it a little bit, make it a little bit larger, and put it on longer sheets, and then putting it into a different display so that I could actually see it better. Here is a map. So it's a two-sided map. One is the internal ship map, and then the other is for ship operations outside, if you're doing ship-to-ship combat or something, and it gives you the range differences of what can be detected, what is beyond detection, what is within firing range, and so forth. So there's a map that comes with it. So here are the counter pieces, and you can see the alien, and in comparison size-wise, a human next to it. And so it has a number of these, and they're front and back. So when you put them on the board, everyone can see it, know what they're looking at from the front of the playing piece or from the rear. So this is the player's guide, and I will do a more thorough review of the game system now that I finally have it in hand, and so I will do a more full review over the game system. But it's a player's guide, and it's a pretty, it's got a nice hefty cardboard-esque cover. It's certainly maybe like an 80 weight cover. I think it's thicker than the 60 weight that I use for my handouts at conventions. And then the interior is good. I mean, really nice art. I like the art, the style. It's very edgy and dark, and certainly prefer that. I like the fact that the Warden's operational manual is almost like the exact opposite, so different color scheme from it. So it goes from black and then the white to vice versa. So I like that look. And I've never looked at the Warden's operation booklet before, so the Warden's rules before. So this is going to be interesting for me to look through this and see. There are, like just looking at this one piece of art here, and it's labeled tactical considerations, high ground, kinetic potential, breach, escalation risk, taking and holding, stealth mission, ambush, collateral damage, key objectives, danger zones, pursuit and evade, and rules of engagement. So very, very, it seems like it's very, very detailed. The Shipbreaker's Toolkit, and so this is going to be the manual on everything involving ships, from their stats to making repairs, and I'm sure that there'll be a section in here about so there's like a listing of all the different ships, and a nice image of each of them with statistical details on them, and here's a jump liner. So all kinds of different different purposes for ship. Then there's a space travel section here, and I'm sure that there is going to be, hauling and distress signals, detection and range using that chart, that map slide that we have, and then we have ship-to-ship combat. Let's see, just 2 pages to cover everything, I guess, for ship-to-ship combat. So it's probably a very simple system, and we'll see how that plays out, because I know that's going to be a big draw on this. Unlike some of the missteps of other space-based RPG supplements that did not have ship-to-ship combat, this is something that at least addresses the issue that, hey, you kind of need ship-to-ship combat. And here you have an unconfirmed contact reports, and I believe that this is like a monster manual kind of thing. So just detailing some of the different types of space aliens and creatures that you can encounter. It's not a huge book here, so there's plenty of room for expansion in that, and we'll see. And then it comes with another bug hunt, an unidentified ship. This seems to be an introductory adventure. So this is the introductory adventure for that comes along with it. So as you can see, and that's the front. So I'm just going to reverse these and put them back into the box. As you can see, there was a lot that came into this. The overall price that I paid for this was, I believe, like $59, and then I did not get the deluxe set. I got the $59 set, so that was the standard core set. And then, unfortunately, the shipping was like $26 on top of that. So overall, I paid about $90 for this game system in its current core set state. So so certainly not regretting it. It's always been claimed to be a very, very good game system. And I've been putting it off, waiting to actually use it, because all I had was the player's manual prior to this. And I've always been putting it off to actually give it a try until I actually got the physical copies in my hand. So now that I have them, I will go through them. And maybe by the summertime, I'll start testing out some one-shots with it and see how it, how it goes. See how much fun it is to run, and see how my, whether or not my players take to it and really enjoy it. It's got some stiff competition out there. I can tell you that. I know that some people will start doing comparisons between this and Alien RPG, or other games. Just the number of games that have come out this year that are going to generate a lot of interest in trying them out. But it's got nice packaging. It would look great on a table, at a convention table. It has, as you can see, the image on my screen right now. I mean, if you're laying that out on your table and everything, some people are going to take notice of it, and they might ask some questions about it. So presentation-wise, it's pretty decent. I think that you will attract attention to your table if you're running this either at a local gaming shop or certainly in a convention-like setting. People will be taking interest in seeing what's going on with it. So so that's pretty much it. This is just the first video, a box opening video. I will get around to doing some reviews of the specific areas of the core rules and some of the supplementals that are in here as well. So as always, thanks for joining. I hope you liked this video. If you hadn't subscribed, please consider subscribing and leave your comments in there. If you've already run this game, I'd love to hear your stories about how well it was received at the gaming table, and or if you're looking on running this, what other things are you looking to bring to the table with it. in order to enhance that experience of your players. And if you have any other alternatives or comparisons, hey, if you really like this, then check out this game as well. I'd love to hear about those as well. So you all have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. I know it's Friday afternoon already, so many of you are probably getting home from work and getting ready to start your weekend. So enjoy your weekend. It's actually beautiful weather outside today, so I'm going to try to wrap up this video and get some outside time as well. And I look forward to seeing you on a gaming screen or at a gaming table sometime soon. You'll have a great weekend and take care.